the New Year's special edition of In Bed with Rooney. That's what she said. Hope you guys are all doing good out there, and hopefully this is all working. Bring up the chat here, and give me a thumbs up or a yep, it's working and you can hear me, or a nah. I've got Miss Moneypenny's treats right here ready to go if needed. If you're wondering what the hell is he doing in bed, when there's a full house here, I cannot get access to where I would normally be, so it turns into an edition of In Bed with Rooney, and that's the way it is. A couple of things. So it is New Year's Day here in New Zealand. It is 11:35 a.m. Sean Murphy coming in with the support. And just if anyone wants to know what's happening in the future, I can let you know, because it, as I say, 11:35, 1st of January 2023. 2023. Damn. Sean Murphy, I'm going to have to read out your comment here because you've just contributed to the channel. Love your channel. Help me get through the pandemic. When you have a chance, can you please react to any live performance from Carter Beauford, famous for not playing the same fill twice? Thank you very much, Sean. And have you already seen my Carter Beauford video? I have done one. I can't remember what it was called off the top of my head, but yeah, absolute legend. I'm surprised he's not requested more, actually. I'm going to try and catch up on some of the comments here. Casey McIntyre. Stop it. That's too kind. You should check out Jay Weinberg playing the Dying song live. It's intense. Happy New Year. I thought I already did that one. I've done two Jay Weinbergs, I believe. That's what she said. But I thought that was one of them. I have to double check on that one. Christopher Shapiro, my old mate. Happy New Year. What's it like in 2023? I just can't get used to saying 2023. Do you have flying cars? Yes. Yes, we do. It's a bit dangerous, but if everybody follows the rules, it's okay. Suzanne Lash. Happy New Year, Andrew. Suzanne, I think you're going to enjoy tomorrow. Just leave it at that. I'll just leave it at that. I think you're going to enjoy it tomorrow. Michael Paris. Hello, cheers from America. Happy New Year's. Hopefully. Yes, indeed. Tapio Christensen. I wish you a happy... Oh, skipped. Wish you a happy New Year. I really enjoy your videos. Greetings from Finland. Hello, happy New Year's. I should come clean now. I didn't make it to midnight. Hold on. Before you come at me. That's what she said. It's wildly inappropriate start to 2023, but what do you expect? I'm used to playing on New Year's, obviously, and I'm not playing at the moment at all, and didn't play on New Year's. So we were at home. We had people around the previous night for a barbie, and had some drinks and stuff. And last night, so New Year's Eve, last night for us, Connor was beat. He just fell asleep. I don't know what time, 9, 10, which is early for him. He's a Latino child. He'll be up all night if he could. And then we just got into bed, watched an episode of season 2 from The White Lotus, best TV show. Best TV show all time, perhaps. Watched was episode 4. No spoilers in the comments, please. And just went to sleep. I was super tired myself. Haven't been sleeping at all for good couple of nights. Just went to sleep. So what else we got here? Peter. Oh my gosh, sorry Peter. I can't pronounce his last name. Wojsteiner. Thanks Andrew for you. To Happy New Year greetings from Poland, bro. Greetings. Sean Murphy. Oh, talking about the Carter video. Yes, I will do another one, Sean. I have watched it about a dozen times. One of the favorites from you. Happy New Year. That's old though, isn't it? It would have been one of the earlier ones, I think. The Paulcast. It's an interesting handle. Happy New Year. You should check out Moon Tooth. Really unique drumming and guitar. And then Paulcast again. I'm going to bed at 10 p.m. at the latest. I feel ya. Justisha. Ciao Andrew e ciao. Oh my goodness, is this Italian? I'm from Sicily. There we go. Ciao. Oh, Casey McIntyre is correcting me here. You did Unsainted and Chapeltown Rag. Thank you for thank you for being on the ball with what I have done and what I haven't. Dine Song is the newest one he's put up. So you want a Dine Song live. Okay. Probably the best thing to do is hit so this is the chat, right? Hit the comments part of this and hit that and maybe leave a comment and I'll do my best. Heaps of Jay Weinberg fans out there, obviously. It's always a good one to do. Kraken Crotch. Happy New Year, chat. What's good? Everything's good, man. I normally, by this point, by New Year's Day, I'm normally, I don't know, a bit more set, I think, for the year. Got all my goals and plans sorted. I'm one of these people who actually does do like a bit of a New Year's inventory, stock take of what's going on in my life and try and make some adjustments, and haven't done it this year. I've been a bit busy. I've been editing. There's been a lot of videos coming out, as you would have seen on the channel. I've just been too busy actually doing stuff to sit back and think about things too much. If any of you guys have seen Miss Moneypenny, let me know. If you see her sneaking around in the background here, I need to give her a treat. Got to get her in these videos. Sean Murphy, just to show appreciation for the hard work you put into the channel. Thank you so much, Sean. That is very, very kind. Although this is not a very glamorous video with me having just recently woken up and in bed, I think I do need to thank everyone for the support over the last couple of years. In particular, the channel itself has been going since 2012 to 2013, but obviously it's really taken off in the last couple of years, and I need to say thank you to everybody for the support. Anyone who's contributed or just watched, shared a video, liked a video, commented, all the Patreon members, just amazing. And thank you for another awesome year, and it's just going to get better. It's just going to get better from here. I know it. Kraken Crotch. I love saying that handle. My approach to life these past few years has been live fast, plan never. So I feel you there. It's interesting. I think there's that saying, if you want something done, give it to a busy person. I feel like I'm so busy these days that I'm kind of just doing it. I'm not, I guess, talking about doing stuff or planning to do stuff because I'm already doing it. I don't know if that sounds big-headed or what, but yeah, it's kind of how I feel at the moment. E.T. Brew. I once fell asleep before New Year's Eve watching a World War One documentary about the shelling. When the kids of the neighborhood started exploding firecrackers, I woke up screaming, thinking I was being bombarded. Oh my lord. I have to admit, I go through periods of war documentaries. That is a bit of I wouldn't say passion. It's an area of interest for me because it shapes history, right? And if anyone's not hip to hardcore history podcast, oh my god, amazing. Yeah, anytime I end up going down that rabbit hole of, it's just unbelievable that could ever happen and still does, right? So I don't know about you, I just watch that kind of stuff with my jaw open, just how is this happening? Anyway, off topic. Drums. What is the time at my place? It is 11:45 a.m. On New Year's Day. So as I said before, I didn't make it to midnight. Pretty sad, but was also pretty tired, and didn't even really think about it. Tired, body just went to sleep. didn't even think about it. Connor was asleep. Just. John Castles, new to chat, but I'll listen along to catch the plot to it. Plot is we're here just to check in, say hello, have a chat to everybody. All the regulars tend to join in on live videos, and it's a good opportunity just to say hello, say thanks. Hit me with your plans, what you're going to be up to this year. You up to anything new, big changes, or you're just ticking along as per normal? Let me know. Let me know what you guys are up to. I've already had heaps of sort of, I guess, offers and things, gigs and etc. and stuff to do for next year. And it's actually a little bit scary at the moment to book anything in too far in advance because, yeah, it's a busy time, and I'm busy on the channel, busy with my teaching, and I don't have a lot of time for anything else. So I'm trying to keep some space in the schedule. One thing I do want to get back onto this year, get back on the wagon. Get back on the wagon with my podcast, with interviews. So that is something to keep an eye and ear out for. My podcast, by the way, NZ Drummer Podcast. Check it out. Coming back to this White Lotus, I'm obsessed. Any of you out there have been watching the White Lotus, the TV show? I think in the States it's on HBO. Here it's on Neon. Oh man, absolutely obsessed. 4 episodes deep into season 2. Been waiting for season 2 forever, and so good, so good. What are you watching at the moment? What can you recommend? Okay, what do we got here in the chat? Zvord Z. Hello, Andrew. If you could travel in time, what concert would you like to attend? Oof. Now, this is a different question to who's your favorite band for me. This is actually quite different. And although I wouldn't say they're not my favorite band or I don't like them, I would be really tempted to go to a Led Zeppelin concert or Beatles, something like that, something huge where there was a change happening. Like you're actually witnessing a change. I guess Black Sabbath, a similar world. It's a really good question actually. It's a good topic for a video on its own. I don't know why. I'm just thinking of Led Zeppelin and Beatles, and the absolute fire that those guys played with. Jimi Hendrix would be another one, where you're seeing just a shift. You're seeing a change. You're seeing history sort of unravel in front of your eyes. I think I'd have to go with something like that. I'll never forgive myself for never having seen Chris Cornell live. He actually came to New Zealand shortly before he died. He did a solo gig, and everyone who said it was just best gig they'd ever seen. I'm really annoyed I didn't go to. I didn't see David Bowie. It's another one. Yeah, there's so many. You think of something like Michael Jackson, where it's arguably the biggest artist in the world. You go back and see a Michael Jackson concert, but that's more sort of entertainment for me. Whereas something like, I don't know, I just feel like Led Zeppelin or Sabbath, I suppose, or the Beatles. It's just music. There's no big show. There's no lights and lasers and dancers and everything. It's just the music. It'll be something like that. Yeah, I'm thinking Jimi Hendrix too, but anyway, could go on forever. Great question, love it. Sean Murphy, since you've listened to a lot of metal on your channel, are there any bands that you started listening to regularly after reacting to them? I think Opeth, I went back and was like, man, I gotta find out more about this. Sabbath, well, certainly with Sabbath, I listened quite a few times because I've done a couple of Black Sabbath covers, right? So I had to listen through a few times to learn those. I'll stick with those two just for now. Michael Hintz, have you heard of the band King's X? No, I have not. Chat is jumping all over the place. E.T. Brew, if you had to choose only one decade of music to listen to and play drums to forever, which decade would you pick? Oh my god, these questions are awesome. My answer's gonna be weird, and you're gonna probably not agree with it, but it's my answer. I'm going to say the 80s. I feel like the 80s had a great mix. We were still had a lot of acoustic instruments, happening. And you had monsters just churning out session tracks like the Toto Boys were on, thousands and thousands of albums, where anything they play on, it's going to be amazing music. Yeah, and you got the fusion stuff, and you got a bit of everything. If I go back to the 70s, yeah, no, I'd have to go with the 80s. I have to go with the 80s. It's a great question. It's a really hard one to answer. It's an impossible one to answer. I mean, I guess it could be the 70s, 80s, or 90s. But it couldn't be after that. Couldn't be the noughties or the tens. Nope. We lost too much. I don't know why I just turned into an Italian, but we lost too much real um, instrument, real plain. Beyond that, we lost too much. For me personally, we lost too much of it. So anything before the noughties, I'm good. I'm not saying there was no you before you pipe up. I'm not saying there was no good music released after the noughties. I'm just saying that the ratios started to get a bit whack for me, and it's a little bit too digital electronic overall, generalizing. But yeah, before that we were pretty consistent. Sam Beat 7, Sam Bickmore, Happy New Year to you. Everybody go check out Sam's channel. He's a great player, great young player. Oh, hold on. Sorry, the chat's just, it jumps around. Oh, oh my goodness. Obi-Wan Benobi. We're quiet people will knock off early tonight. That's okay. Happy New Year's and hope you are happy and healthy. Happy New Year's to you. John Castles, Happy New Year. Kraken Crotch. Oh, hey, that means you're exactly 12 hours ahead. Oh, so it's almost New Year's where you are? What is the time where you are? Where are you and what's the time? What kind of a live chat is this? What's the time and where are you? Oh, man. Got to get back to these awesome questions. Obi-Wan Benobi. I wouldn't change a thing for my first concert. 1976. Queen. 9th row center. Bam! That is good. Michael Paris. I think mine was POD, if that rings with anyone. Nice. I had a lot of friends into POD. Never really got into them myself. I don't know. I just wasn't on that buzz at the time when that band was popular. I'd sort of, I don't know, moved on to other stuff. Probably really like them if I listen to them now. Oh, listen to this. Rock the house 8 minutes in Germany to the New Year's. Happy New Year to you all. That's awesome. Happy New Year's to you. I hope you're having fun. TV Viewerski. Have you ever considered following a producer in place of a band? Oh, yeah. Do you mean in terms of like fanboying out about a drummer, but then you fanboy out about a producer? Yes. People like David Foster, Jay Graydon, all the greats, Mutt Lang, yeah, Glyn Johns, all these people. It's worth checking out their body of work for sure. If that's what you meant, hopefully that's what you meant. Nachtmar, not yet. 2023 in Cologne, Germany. Gotta go. Oh, it's moved. Ghetto Streamlabs. Cat treats are apparently no different in USA than in New Zealand. Oh, these things, man. Kitty crack. Oh, my chat's all out of sync now. Michael Hintz. King's X is a three-piece band from the US. They are popular in the US and UK, 11 albums now. They're a rock band that are famous for their live sound. Professional musicians love them, very tasty drumming. Sounds good. I've done a video before, one of these live videos. It was verging on, I don't know, controversial, and I was sort of talking about where's the new rock? Who are the new rock bands? Because, yeah, it feels like rock, I'm not going to say it's dead. Dead what? Just turned into a real Kiwi then. I'm not going to say it's dead. But the new rock bands, where are they? So it's good to hear about this kind of stuff. John Castles. You might be surprised that Alex Van Halen is an exceptional drummer. Absolutely. Want to start talking about underrated drumming? Underrated drummers, Alex Van Halen. Monster player, great groove, great chops, great everything. All right, let's keep it going. Oh, Michael Bruce, try live chat versus top chat option. It might change it. Okay, I'm going to flip it over. If this doesn't work, I'm coming for you. Live chat. Okay. Diego Dominguez, Guatemala, 4:56 p.m. Well, Happy New Year's Eve, Diego. It is midday here on the 1st of January 2023. If anyone wants to ask what happens in the future, you can ask. I'll do my best, but I am just in my bedroom, so I don't know what's going on out there. Too much. Mozam 1972. Happy New Year, Andrew, and all those watching and following your channel. All the best for 2023. Everyone for over here in Scotland. It's currently 10:56 p.m. here. Cheers all. Cheers, Happy New Year's. Obi-Wan Bonobi, 6 hours before midnight here in Michigan, USA. Oh, have I gone back? Live chat. What have you done to me? Christopher Shapiro, it's almost 5 p.m. in Nashville. I cannot believe I haven't been to Nashville. Been to the States twice. I did get around a little bit, but didn't get to Nashville. So next time, I think it'll be fun. I had Stephen Taylor on the podcast a couple of times, and he swore, hey, if you ever make it to Nashville, hit me up and I'll show you around. Got to take him up on that, right? Michael Paris, The Warning is modern rock, 100%. Absolutely. Love The Warning. I just love that whole unapologetic. It's just, this is just rock. We're not trying to be fancy. We're not doing anything complicated, mixing genres. Just rock. Perfect. That's what I want. Oh, hold on. TV Viewerski top chat sucks. What's the difference though? Because it's all. I don't really understand. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Christopher Shapiro, go to as many live shows as possible. That's a good thing to do. You never regret it too, right? Never regret going to those live shows. Ghetto Streamlabs. I'm discovering old stuff like Gustav Holst, The Planets, Opus, and other rock metal foundations from way back. I'm starting to get a little bit more into my classical. Don't ask me about specific compositions and artists and everything, but just in general, I don't know, starting to quite enjoy it. If I'm doing something, I don't know, if I'm just pottering around the house doing something, often, I mean, it always was jazz for me, but these days I'm actually putting on some classical. I'm as surprised as anyone, by the way, on that. TV Viewerski, Nashville is nice. Yes, okay. You've sold me, I'm going. Ghetto Streamlabs, I buy all my drum gear at Forks Drum Closet in Nashville. Quick hour drive for me. Michael Hintz, I think talking about first concert, mine was 1981 Rush Moving Pictures Tour, July 4th, Alpine Valley, Wisconsin. Nice. Clockwork Angel, you should check out Crown Lands. They're a Canadian duo. Drummer is the singer. They've got a 70s vibe and are really amazing. Okay, now I think he's starting to hit me to modern rock. Is that what's going on here? That's good. Keep it coming. That's what she said. Why is nobody talking about White Lotus in this chat? I'm obsessed. Although it's probably for the best because I don't want any spoilers. Ghetto Streamlabs. I am the same way, Andrew. I listened to Mars and Jupiter from Gustav Holst and wept for absolutely no reason at all. First classical music piece I really enjoyed. Yeah, yeah, those compositions are breathtaking. I don't think I've ever used that word in the wild, but they are stunning. It's just, it blows my mind that someone can compose. It's similar to film scores, where you take away the score in a film, you won't feel anything. The film score is telling you how to feel, and manipulating your emotions. So yeah, that, oh man, the strings, the horn section, the percussion, and there is a lot of scope there to tell a story and manipulate your emotions. Have a listen to what's a good version of Romeo and Juliet? Who composed Romeo and Juliet? Bear with me. I mean, this is, I can't believe I'm even bringing this up or suggesting it. Juliet. Can't spell Juliet, apparently. Who did that score? Tchaikovsky, is it? I've used it a few times on my videos, the romantic sweep. I'm not gonna sing it, but do you know the bit I'm talking about? Listen to that whole piece of music, and if you're not moved, I don't think you've got a pulse. I personally don't know how people cannot be moved by that kind of stuff. People who I guess just sort of put music on in the background as just something that's on in the office, or, and nothing against those people, I just don't understand it. Like, I would just stop working and, oh my god, listen to that, like but that's just me. Maybe I'm weird. Who was it that was talking about this? Oh, Ghetto Streamlabs. Yeah, I went and saw the New Zealand Symphony Orchestra one time. Can't remember why or how. I think we got free tickets or something. We would never have gone normally, right? And we went, and hearing that music live, played by a great orchestra, powerful. Really powerful. Mozam 1972, my first gig was Queen in 1986 in Newcastle, UK. Support acts were In Excess and Status Quo. Man, In Excess, what a great band. Obi-Wan Bonobi. Mum says I don't have enough room here for drums. But you do have room for a practice pad. Get on it. Brutal, but true. Can't work on the whole kit, work on your hands. 1976 Kiss TV viewer ski. Oh, there you go, TV viewer ski. All you need is stick. Obi, yeah. Yeah, work on your hands, get your hands happening. Happy New Year from Chad Johnson. Cheers from Ohio. Hello, Happy New Year's. else we got here? John Castles, Sibelius, Prokofiev, Rachmaninoff. Oh my god. I'm sure they're brilliant classical composers. I know they are. Sibelius is the name of it, also the name of a like a notation software. It's the industry standard notation software. Had to use it at music school, and it's very very clever software. Ghetto Streamlabs. That's so funny. After my experience with that piece of classical music, I brought tickets to see an orchestra play it. It's in February in Pittsburgh. Very excited. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Um, Sort of reminds me of, there's that saying, when the, what is it? When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. I think it's a little bit like that with classical. When you are ready, when you are emotionally and your ears are ready, it will appear to you, and you'll hear the beauty of it. You probably already do without knowing it. If you get really into films, for example, and you get really involved and into the film, you are probably being manipulated by the soundtrack as much as anything. And yeah, to be aware of that and like, wow, this is incredible. I wish I knew more about it because I'm being very vague with my classical references here, but yeah, the Romeo and Juliet is a good example of, yeah, it's genius. It is absolute genius. Um, Sean Murphy, what was the biggest gap in your musical experience that you identified after doing more and more reactions to new bands? Was there something that you learnt out of all of your videos? Always learning, always learning. And as a teacher learns the most. So you're teaching, I'm teaching 6 days a week. Not at the moment because I'm on holiday, but teach 6 days a week. I learn the most teaching that much. Constantly learning, constantly getting thrown new songs. Would hate to think how many songs I'm teaching at any one time. Sorry, what was the question? What was the biggest gap? Believe it or not, because people are so fanatical about their favorite band. Let's talk about like a metal group, for example. Let's talk about Death. We had their Death video the other day. Now, if you're really into that and you've gone down that rabbit hole and you love Death and perhaps bands like Death, you're going to think it's weird that someone else doesn't know about them or doesn't listen to this music, right? And then you could, in my opinion, incorrectly think, oh, that person, they don't have a wide range of listening because they're not listening to a very small part of the overall musical picture. And there's a complicated answer, but hopefully you know what I mean. Whereas my listening has always been pretty eclectic. It's been pretty all over the place, and especially as a player, I've had to play so much stuff. Not metal, but so much stuff from reggae to R&B to soul to hip hop to funk to Latin to jazz to everything. Everything. Played covers every week for decades, different groups, different songs, hundreds, if not thousands of songs. So, yeah, you can't listen to everything though. You cannot listen to everything. I feel like I've listened to heaps more. There is no way, there is no way I would have listened to all this metal stuff doing the reactions, and thanks to you guys. And I really do appreciate it. It's great. Michael Cav, first was 1976. Yes, at the I thought it was MCG, Melbourne Cricket Ground. MSG. What is that? Madison Square Garden, right? Keep going here. Obi-Wan Benobi. Been listening to classical since the age of 12, long time ago. That, however, got me easily to be able to listen to long songs and entire sides of albums without being overloaded. Good point. Good point. It's a different way of listening to music. You know, I do really wonder about I'm gonna sound so old. Some of the new stuff, you know, I got a lot of young students and they'll bring me, of course, they're young. They'll bring me new songs. It might be the latest Justin Bieber song or whoever. I don't even know the names of all these people, you know. Bring up the song. I think I'm back. Are we good? Never. That doesn't normally happen. We'll just wait till the chat reappears. What's going on here, people? You guys can hear me? Are we okay? Oh, there we go. Ghetto Streamlabs lagging a little bit, but getting better. Good. Yeah, I do wonder a little bit these kids and their 1 minute 40 pop songs. I mean, it's okay. I'm okay with it. we'll you know, I can chart the song in real time. For those students, sometimes they've got to do these songs for a performance, and you know, if it's a 1 minute 40 modern pop song, I will literally sit there and chart it in real time. So start off with this little riff on the synth, 4 bars, rest. Drums come in, run in, and then 8 bars. Then we've got 8-bar chorus. Then we've got a little interlude. Then we've got an 8-bar verse. Then we've got an 8-bar chorus. Then we've got a bridge. Then we've got a double chorus. And then we stop. I can actually almost chart it without listening to the song now. And the students sitting next to me going, "You're writing this song down as it goes?" Yeah. they're all the same, man. Michael Paris, do you value transcribing by hand or just playing along endlessly? No. So at this point, time is so valuable for me. And as I've gotten better at transcribing over the years and better at reading, I don't need to listen to stuff very much. So the covers, the recent covers that I did 4 in one day. What were they? Roxanne, Nothing Else Matters, Back in Black. They're all up on the channel. What was the other one? I did not chart them out. I just got them off the Drumeo transcription, printed them out. It was like just before I finished teaching for the year, and I thought it'd be nice to have a couple of songs. I would normally, with my covers, work on them for about a week. And when I say work on them for a week, just play through it at least once a day, every day for a week, and then just record it. But those ones, those last 4, which turned out really good, I think they turned out really good. Those were literally just a sight read. Yep. that answer your question? Tripowski, just stopping by to wish you, the Seaman, and your family a happy new year, including Miss Moneypenny. Where is Miss Moneypenny? One day I need to talk to you about a great drummer, Simon Horrocks, a cool guy in a cool 90s band. Sounds intriguing. Ted, thank you very much. Happy New Year's to you, Ted. Are we still laggy or are we okay? I hope this isn't the apocalypse with the technical difficulties. Yeah. 2023, no internet. You heard it here first. No internet. Michael Paris, Asian food is top notch. I agree. That's a bit random. Clockwork Angel, we're still waiting for the Tom Sawyer cover, aren't we? Ooh, okay. I'll get on it. I'll get on it. I've promised about 1,000,000 covers at this point, so I'm doing my best. What I need is for students to ask to learn Tom Sawyer. Then I've got an excuse to to learn it with them. Oh, Ghetto Streamlabs. This is a good question. How many subscribers? My screen is still going weird. How many subscribers did you start 2022 with? It's a good question. Give you guys some stats, eh? Kiwis and Canadians. A. We're terrible with the A. I think we use it the same. Christopher Shapir, Andrew, have you already broken 2023 technical difficulties? Hopefully, is it everything okay at the moment? I'm talking to you guys. Everything looks fine on my phone now, but when I bring up the chat on my screen, it's not coming up. Someone let me know. Are we good? Is it working? Yes, okay. That's good. Here you go. Here's some stats. Who was asking about the stats? Oh, Ghetto Streamlabs. Okay. 2022, 34.7 thousand subscribers. That is mind-blowing for me. Thank you so much. And all seems like a lot people could potentially, uppity. Oh, 34,000 subscribers. That's what? I've got a YouTube channel, and you have to remember how long I've been plugging away at this. So I had years and years of pretty much no subscribers, and I just kept going. I've got also, I don't want to pat myself on the back too much, but I've got a hell of a lot of videos on there. So you would like to think when you've done as many videos as I have, which is it's like 1,500 at this point, I think. This is the payoff for all of that groundwork that I did. Watch time, 905,000 hours. Wow, that's crazy. Views in 2022, 10.7 million. Oh, it's nuts. And thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for the support. What else we got here? Michael Bruce, where is Kiwi from? I could. Good, but I want your take. I just did a bit of a Dr. Evil then. Scott. Where's kiwi from? It's from, kiwi fruit is from China, I believe. Gooseberry? Chinese gooseberry, I believe it's called. Scott. Laser beams. Sharks with frickin' laser beams on their head. John Castles, I have to take off. Thank you for having me on, and again, happy new beer. I mean New Year. Naughty, go and drink some beer. Go on, John. Go and get amongst it. Ah, kiwi is a bird and fruit, I think. Yes, we have a native bird here called our kiwi. It's a flightless bird, and it's so New Zealanders will get called kiwis, and it's not from the fruit. It's from the bird. Yes. This is a really good one. Ghetto Stream Labs coming in with good questions amongst other people. Who do you think would be the hardest drummer to get the feel for, not just the notes? Porcaro, Peart, Bonham. Of those three that you mentioned, Bonham. Bonham is very elusive, I find. Porcaro would be the most impossibly difficult to play the notes. But Porcaro, the easier thing with someone like Jeff Porcaro is he's perfect. So it's nah. I was going to say it's just a matter of getting the notes, but it's not really. I mean, Porcaro had the perfect golden feel. You don't get hired on thousands of massive songs with thousands of different artists if you don't sound amazing, right? But I'll probably will do a video on Bonham soon about my trials and tribulations trying to learn Fall in the Rain. Now here you go. I've had to play a lot of songs over the years, thousands of songs. There's only been a few songs where I've had to pull out of and not what's the word? I wouldn't say give up, but leave it and come back to it. Fall in the Rain. Of all the craziness, songs that I've done over the decades, Fall in the Rain, man. Sounds easy? Oh, maybe it doesn't sound easy for you, I don't know. If Fall in the Rain sounds easy for you, go and record it and listen back. I can just about guarantee you will not sound like Bonham. And I had that experience this year. That was a huge learning experience for me. Yeah, that is a tune. It sounds like it is a laid back groove. Halftime, it's not overly fast. It doesn't on the surface appear to have a lot of difficult stuff in it, but it does. To get it sounding like Bonham, which was the question, feel, not notes, feel. Smart way of phrasing the question. Bonham. Yeah, I think. It's just my answer. E.T. Brew. Ulrich playing one and Grohl playing Lithium inspired me to pick up drumsticks. Who inspired you to start? These questions are the bomb. Grohl, I think, would be in there for me as well. Changed music. Dave Grohl changed music. Who else? Also, massive Matt Cameron fan. Um, Anybody catch Buena Vista Social Club, the Cuban music documentary? That was a video which didn't feature a lot of kit playing, but there's a lot of percussion and the spirit of the music. That was another big one for me that was just like, man, I gotta do this. I gotta do this thing. This is so magical. Um, yeah, come back to the question. Yeah, I guess it's a combination of all those people you hear, you know. Originally, the groups that I really got into early on were Guns N' Roses, Def Leppard. I was kind of into all that stuff. Um, and I still hold Steven Adler up there as, I mean, that's one of the best live album drumming performances. His work on Appetite for Destruction. It's unbelievable. No, you could not play it better. You could not play any of those songs any better. I could never dream of playing any of those songs better than what he plays on that album. Everything tuned real flat and low and just smacking hard. And yeah, absolutely killer. Until ten Brook. Hi all, Happy New Year from the Netherlands. Hello, Happy New Year's. Michael Parise. Smells like Teen Spirit might not be able to be understated. Oh, and then corrected, Smells Like Teen Spirit can't be overstated. In terms of difficulty, yeah, I've rabbited on about this just multiple times. That that song, Dave Grohl is like Ringo and Phil Rudd and Lars. People love to bag them because they're so successful. Really, they're jealous. They're jealous. And but taking all that aside, because I don't want to get in trouble, the drumming, like as you say, Michael Priest, the cultural power and relevance of "Smells Like Teen Spirit" as a song. Okay, all of that aside, which I agree with, the actual drumming, phenomenal. Nobody can play "Smells Like Teen Spirit" like Dave Grohl. Nobody. We saw him do it, and I think in 2021 he released that thing where he played it live on the stage. And live, he absolutely destroyed it. You would expect, how long was that? 30 years after initially recording it, you would expect he might have lost something on it. He's a rock star frontman. I don't think he's practicing drums much, to be honest. And he just went up and killed it. The sound was all there. He sounded like Dave Grohl. Every rim shot was perfect. Playing heavy, loud, bashing the toms. Always hits the toms dead center. Pure tom tone. No one does it like Grohl. No one does it like Grohl. Um, Obi-Wan Benobi, have you ever listened to Marillion? Marillion. No, I have not. John Densmore, Doors got me wanting to play drums. My dad was a huge Doors fan. It's all I heard growing up. He's also very hard to play along with. Yeah, any of that stuff, coming back to that question before, any of that stuff where it's real live drumming is difficult because it's human. For me to try and sound like Dave Grohl, for me to try and sound like Charlie Watts, Ringo, John Bonham, it's difficult because you're trying to be like a person. When someone is quantized and it's all and it's perfect, they're kind of just notes at that point, and it becomes a technical exercise. That is different to trying to sound like Charlie Watts. And this is a frustrating thing. People bag these drummers. Oh, it's easy. What's easy about it? As always, if it's easy, please let's hear it. If you can play like Ringo, let's hear it. Playing a long time, playing professionally for decades. I can't sound like Ringo. Getting fired. I need a coffee. This is water. I was going to say warning. This is water. Water. Another coffee. I've already had one this morning, but I need another one. Misplaced Childhood is a great Marillion album. Easter is a great song. Okay. Sounds like I need to check them out. Guys, I am going to have to start winding this up because I need to get my coffee. Thank you so much for all the support this year. Thanks for everyone who's tuning in and interested enough to see what's going on. I feel like my brain has been on total break this holiday. So yeah, I need to turn the brain back on at some point. I've had a little break from playing as well around this time of the year to playing, have a rest. Full rest from playing drums because, you know, drums is what I teach and do all year round. So I do need to take it's for me as well how I take that break and I'll get about a week in and I'm just dying to play the drums. Dying to play the drums. I would love nothing more than to head into just stuff and play. Need a break. That's great to take that break and get that feeling though, right? Of just, never wanted to play the drums so much in my life, which is amazing. I find that amazing. You know, having played so much that I desperately want to play. I also get excited this time of year with establishing a new pad routine, a practice pad. Just a huge fan of basing all of your progress around something as simple as the practice pad. It's quiet. You're not going to bug the neighbors with it. There's no excuse to not get all that practice pad work done. And New Year is always a good time to actually think, all right, let's get some new practice pad things going. I need to get back into some more practice pad lessons on the channel, I think, as well. Couple more here before we go. Oh, we've gone back up the top chat. What am I supposed to be on, live chat or top chat? Looks like I'm on top chat here again. Top chat. Top chat. Nick Cahoon, do you think Bill Ward should be spoken about in the same breath as Bonham, Moon, Baker, and Peart? Yes. Hell yes. Is he not? If he's not, I'm going to have something to say about that. He absolutely deserves to be in that conversation. I don't think anybody has surprised me more than Bill Ward. All right, I think I've done my best. My chat's been all over the place. I've done my best to get to as many as I can. Happy New Year's to you all. I hope 2023 is fruitful, productive, positive, good for all of you. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Drums and coffee. Peace. Ciao.